Omaha man accused of filming men without consent in a public restroom was sentenced. He's 23 years old, Christopher Walker. He will serve a year and a half of probation and will register as a sex offender. He pled no contest to intruding on a person without consent. Last year, a 16-year-old boy flagged police at the Jean Leahy Mall. The teenager telling police a man had filmed him in the restroom. Officers found Walker nearby, and they say they looked at his phone and saw 14 videos of different people using the restroom, including the teen.